Well, hey there, folks. We are back here on Elk Mountain. It is the 1st of July, and we got a big day ahead of us. Just got done selling a few tomatoes, and we're going to run down here. I found out that the local restaurant here was selling a barbecue smoker. I guess they upgraded their in-house smokers, so they no longer need it. So it's a pretty good price on it. So we're going to run down here and pick this up. I've been craving some barbecue. I like to barbecue myself. So when I heard about this smoker, I figured I needed it. And I also was talking to Cajun Larry the other day. And he mentioned that he used to go visit some family over in Texas when he lived in Louisiana. And they would always have some good brisket. So let's take a look at this thing here. Nice little barbecue. It's got the flag on there. I hope it doesn't fly out. Nice Yeti cooler. Well, that'll work. We'll be able to cook some good food on that. So yeah, Cajun Larry talked about going down and visiting his family in Texas and having brisket. So I got to thinking, after spending some time down in Texas myself, when I was over in West Texas, I had enough barbecue down there that I picked up a few tricks. And so we're going to go ahead and attempt to cook a brisket today. So we'll get the cooker down here, and we'll get a fire started in it and get it warming up. And then I'm going to run in the house and prepare the brisket. Get it all seasoned up and ready to go. You see there on the left, the grass is grown and is ready to be cut. So we need to work on that as time permits today. And the corn isn't far away from being ready. So things are starting to happen pretty quickly around here. So we're going to get back down here and get this brisket going. It's going to take a little while to cook. So we'll be able to do some things in between checking on it. So let me actually find a good spot to back this. I want to get it close to the house so I don't have to walk too far. Let's just back it over here. I think this door here goes into the kitchen somewhere. All right, let's park it there. Whoa, oh, trailer's rolling down the hill. Oh, okay, there it is. It stopped. Whew. That was a close one. All right, let me get a fire started in this thing, and then we'll go inside and check out the brisket. Hey folks, welcome to Mighty Mike's Kitchen. We're going to do a little bit of barbecue today. We got a nice little brisket here in front of us. You see, I've already trimmed it up a little bit. So what we're going to do first, we're going to take a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I've already got it here in a bowl with a little brush. This is the bottom side of the brisket here, so we're just going to baste it a little bit here with the Worcestershire. Coat it real good, and then once we get done with this, we'll put some seasoning on there. Now this is the bottom side of the brisket, so you see there is some fat on it, so the seasonings won't really go through the fat too much, but we'll go ahead and put them on there just for a little bit of extra flavor. We got the Worcestershire all around it there. And we have a new seasoning I'm going to try here by Cowboy Kent Rollins. This is a mesquite flavored seasoning. So we're just going to generously apply it to the brisket here. I got this seasoning for Christmas this past year. I hadn't had a chance to try it, so hopefully it turns out good. All right, so now we have the brisket here. We're going to flip it over. We use one hand here We're just going to flip it over like that. And then we're going to go ahead and baste the other side here with the Worcestershire sauce. So now that we have this brisket fully coated in Worcestershire, we'll finish up here with some more seasoning. Again, we're just going to generously apply the seasoning here. Some of this will cook off during the cooking process, so don't be shy here. There we go. That looks pretty good. All right, so we got the brisket ready, and we're going to go ahead and put this thing on the smoker. Let's go ahead and get it opened up and get it on the smoker. All right, so we're down here at the dealership. I just purchased this mower. The dealer had a used mower. Actually had a couple of them here. And so we got this for $7,500. Not too bad. Much better than the new price. So we're going to get back down here to the field and start mowing the grass. We have the brisket on the smoker, and now we have this purchased. And once we get done with mowing, if you remember, I bought a tedder a little while back, so we can go ahead and get the grass dried out and have it turn into hay for us. And then the only thing I need to figure out is what I'm going to use to bale it. I do have a trailer, but I don't have a baler. So whether or not I use the trailer, I guess it depends on what kind of baler I get. So we're going to have to figure that out, maybe see what the dealer has available. But first thing we're going to do is go ahead and start on this grass here. Now this mower is a little big for the tractor here, but I think we're going to be okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing offset a little bit for us. And we're going to get pulled into the field here and start doing a little mowing here. Really excited. Some of the crops are getting ready here, so we're going to be able to start making some money and hopefully get things moving around here. It's been kind of slow so far here in Elk Mountain. I kind of strapped myself on buying this property. I didn't leave myself a whole lot of room to purchase equipment. Been fortunate enough to pick up a few contracts here and there. Cliff over there at the feed store has been looking out for me and let me run some of his fertilizing contracts, so that has been very helpful. But I think that our luck is now going to change for the better. We'll get this hay made up and start getting some of it sold. Then the other crops should start to ripen here pretty soon as well. So hopefully things start moving forward a little bit more quickly. Now this tractor is struggling just a bit here with this mower on that little bit of incline we just come up. So this may be a little slow go. So let me run around a couple laps on here and then we'll go take a look at the brisket again and make sure everything's going good and that the smoker is holding its temp. Alright, we're making some pretty good progress out there in the grass field, so I'm going to run down here and check on the brisket real quick. I don't want to overcook it or have the temperature get off here on the smoker. It's the first time I use the smoker, so I want to make sure that everything is going good for this brisket. So let's go ahead and take a little peek here and see how we're doing. Oh boy. Oh boy, that is looking really good. Really good. So I'm going to go ahead and hop back on the tractor here and get back down there to the field. Tractor's pulling the mower along decent enough, but it does struggle just a tiny bit there on the inclines. But for the most part, it's doing really well, and we're getting through it. About halfway done with the field, it appears, and so hopefully it won't be too much longer. Ooh, I can smell that brisket all the way down here. The wind is blowing. Oh, that smells good. All right, we'll get this mower kicked off to the side here. And the shift gears there. All right, here we go. Yep, it's doing good. Nice stand of grass we have here. So hopefully we end up with quite a bit of hay. And the good thing about it is Cliff over there at the feed store just across the road said that he'll buy all we can make. He can get rid of it, no problem. So hopefully prices are good and we can get a really nice payout. Well, as you just saw, we got the brisket wrapped up, and it's on its last little leg there of the cook. I finished up the mowing, so that is done. We're going to bring the mower around here. You know what, before I do that, let me do something here. I keep forgetting about this pressure washer. We'll try and keep our equipment a little bit cleaner, so I'll give this a quick spray here. Knock off all this grime, and we're going to go hook up to the tedder. I think I have enough time left today to go ahead and turn that grass over. It is nice and dry today, so we're going to try and get it turned over and dry it out. That way we'll be ready to bale it up tomorrow. It should go pretty quick, hopefully a little quicker than the mowing. We're just going to park this over here out of the way. Alright, there we go. And we'll come over here and hook up to the tedder. Yeah, the brisket is looking really good. Really pleased with the way it's looking so far. Now that it's wrapped, it'll help it come on up to temperature and lock in some of those juices. It only has about another hour to cook, and then we'll pull it off the smoker and throw it in a cooler. Just throw it in a cooler and let it set for about an hour or two, and that'll let it rest, and all those juices will reabsorb into the meat, and it'll be ready to go. So as you can see here, the field has been all mowed. That mower actually did a really good job. So now we're going to go ahead and run over this with a tedder. Like I said, that should not take too long. It is a little bit wider than the mower, and I think it actually probably goes a little bit faster as well. So Cajun Larry, he'll be heading down to have dinner with us a little bit later. Got some baked beans on the smoker now with the brisket and some potato salad made up. I think we'll have a little bit of cornbread to go along with it as well. So getting pretty hungry, excited for dinner. We gotta get a little bit of work done before it's time to eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and get this field knocked out here this afternoon. I'll have to run up to the house in about an hour and pull the brisket off of the smoker and then let it rest for a bit, and then it'll be dinner time.
You're playing your cards with your queen of hearts. When everyone folds, your fork still holds. You're placing your bet, showing no regret. Close your eyes to hide your lies, roll the dice. You got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. You're playing it cool, bending all the rules, talking way too loud, and you're talking rude. You're playing a game, driving me insane. Your heart is back, and it's a fact, no turning back. You got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots.
Well, I got all of the tedding done there in the field, so that is done. It is ready to be baled up. We'll just have to rake it up and get it into some nice windrows. But it is ready for the baler. So that is very good news. I'm so glad to get that done today. That's going to be our first crop here in Elk Mountain. So got the tractor there. We'll take care of that a little later. I need to run in here and get ready to eat. We took a break and pulled the brisket off the smoker. So let's go on in the house here and see how things are going. All right, so the cook is over. We have it here wrapped up with about 6 hours into the cook. I went ahead and wrapped it up in this pan here. As you can see, it has a nice smoke outer exterior. So we're gonna take this out here. It's still really hot. It's been resting for about 2 hours. And as you can see here, it looks beautiful. Gorgeous. Woo! All right, so we're gonna go ahead and slice up some of this brisket here and get ready to eat. Oh, buddy, look at that. That looks delicious. Let's take a look at some of this here. Let's take a piece here out of the middle. Look at this nice smoke ring. Nice little tug on it. Let's give it a shot. Woo! That's good. All right, it's time to eat.
But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft.
Well, dinner was fantastic. That brisket turned out really good. The baked beans and potato salad were spot on as well. And the cornbread was good too. So you can't beat a good barbecue dinner. Cajun Larry really enjoyed it. It reminded him of his visits over to West Texas. So all in all, it has been a really, really good day. Got the grass mowed and dried out there in the field and be ready to do some baling tomorrow. Got me a new smoker. That's going to be a great addition to the homestead here. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead and consider clicking that red subscribe button. Feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know how you like this video As always, I do appreciate each of you for watching,